fastest to 100. Pepperdine walks in here with a real chance to beat BYU.
Really is. And Pepperdine has been on the road this preseason. They are used to playing.
BYU defeated LMU on Thursday. Pepperdine coming off that loss, took the first set. We are underway in a massive one on BYU TV. Great to have you with us. First swing is out.
It just speaks to how well Zelaya really distributes that ball for Pepperdine to get those middles so involved in the offense.
Tough serve and an ace. Aria McComber has back-to-back matches with 2 aces. She's been a weapon there. 2-0 BYU. Service aces are brought to you by Prochet Bridal. Prochet Bridal is your one-stop shop for full bridal styling. Learn more at prochetbridal.com. Aarons on serve receives. Zelaya. Shillingworth blocked. Out of system swing. This one's tied for Bauer, and then Knighting somehow sneaks that inside. Wow.
To make her adjustment, she hung forever to get that ball, and that really enabled it to go down the front.
Knighting still playing with that same wrap around the leg and a hip abductor. Big block by Knighting. One-on-one, Bauer got a touch, and then the joust one at the net between Pepperdine on the board.
And you talk about Knighting, she still is wrapped, but is moving. And McComber, but a good time for Pepperdine to get on the board.
Bauer to Knighting, was a little bit behind her, still made it work, 4-1.
And you notice after that, it's going to be so critical for both these teams. So you want to look at how long it takes them to side out. Not a long rally is going to win.
Pepperdine hasn't done it yet. Second ace for BYU, and Heather Knighting now has an ace in every match this season. Incredible. 5-1.
You look at that 6'5" frame hitting that ball. It doesn't have to go over the net. It pretty much just goes down, and that's a different angle to pass.
Service error, 5-2. Knighting second in kills, leads the team in blocks and aces. If you said at the beginning of the year, hey, like 4 or 5 weeks in, Heather Knighting's going to lead the team in aces, I'll go, oh, that's interesting. She is bringing a new facet to her game now in her senior year. She's the only player on BYU's team, by the way, that does not have another year of eligibility. She was on a mission in Seattle during COVID. It means they don't get to see David Hunt.
I think everyone wants
but next
Texas.
year in Big 12 women's volleyball, David Hunt's coming to Provo as the Cougars enter that league.
And that Texas team just so talented all the way around. And then you look at their bench and their coaching staff, just an amazing opportunity. That's a team you want to watch.
Zelaya over to Aarons. That one's blocked, kept alive. Aarons, 6'4", grad student. What a career she's had at Pepperdine. Back row attack for Livingston. Shillingworth through the block. And so with BYU going to the Big 12, this is the final match here against Pepperdine as a league member. Certainly they could invite them and play a non-conference in the future, but in the end of an era that has spanned from 2011 to 2022, a 12-year reign where BYU has won a lot of those conference championships, competed with San Diego and Pepperdine in some epic matches as Heather Knighting gets another one. She's 3 for 4, equaling Pepperdine's kill total.
Terrific pass to set that up from Kate Grimmer. It's been a little quiet offensively this year, but has been so good stepping in to become a primary passer, a great defender.
With Montoya. Zelaya bump set across the net, and that is our 4th attack from Emily Helmuth, who is over. She did have 21 kills in that big win against number 6 Minnesota last week. But right now, what does she do? She has 28 digs against San Diego. Incredible libero.
Riley Patterson, such an amazing story. She is a transfer from Pacific where she played opposite, a 5'7" opposite.
It's blocked out, point waves. Found her calling now as a libero, and like Kaylee Haim's sister Nicklin, All-American setter at Nebraska. They're playing. Got to find the right spot that works for you and that team and that personnel. Sometimes you move positions and you move around, and Riley Patterson's been tremendous this year as the grad transfer, leading the league in digs at 4.2.
And she was one that reached out to Pepperdine and said, I love what you're doing there. I love your culture. I love what you've created, and I want to be a part of it. And
I heard you're in Malibu.
and Coach Wong just was really inspired by that, because that culture and that way of he has worked so hard to generate there in Malibu, was that she would notice that and want to be a part was really, really a big reason that she came to the program.
Whitney Bauer with the double contact. She had one last night. Oh! 5'9" what?
And this is when, as a middle, all you see is, oh, an overpass, and you forget about the setter moving along the net.
The bright orange is not unfamiliar to the Bauers. They're the Idaho Crush, and they play in bright orange. Look at Heather Neidig on a 2-foot approach from the back row, crushing that out of system. So back-to-back momentum plays.
This play, did Whitney Bauer know that Heather Neidig was playing middle back, and she would be the one?
I'm going to guess yes.
We'll just say yes.
We'll just say yes. Whitney's so good, we're going to say, oh! Into the net. And it got so loud in here after those two plays that a lot of the players didn't even hear the whistle. And this isn't one of those 4,000 or 5,000 nights. This is a 3,000. Another look.
Oh, and so hard.
Slide to Laranis. You feel the momentum for BYU up 7 now in set 1.
And here's what you want to look at. All the different players getting involved offensively. Heather Neidig with 4 kills. Erin Livingston, only 4 attempts. So a lot of different things, especially on the right side of the floor. You see the middles really getting after it behind with the slide.
Over pass, joust 1. Chicken wing by Zelaya. Free ball set. McComber inside for Livingston. Over the top for Erin Livingston. 5 swings, tying Neidig. We've talked about how much BYU swings go to her, but today a little more balanced so far in set 1.
And the reason they can be balanced is the passing for BYU involved. So if you're Pepperdine, you want to just continue to work hard to serve the ball. Really tough.
Surprising result here. 18-9.
It is, and you look, a lot of this is Pepperdine and those unforced errors. They are giving points to BYU. BYU is not earning a lot of these points.
Wave still hitting in the negative. BYU doubling. Incredible reign of terror from BYU in this league. Now, I wonder as that one goes out. 19-9. This thing's over. So let's talk about something else for a second. Is the WCC, you think the rest of the league's happy BYU's leaving because now they have more of a chance, or does it hurt everyone's sort of RPI and that large? Like if you're LMU, you have a chance to pick up BYU. That helps get in the tourney, which 2018 they beat #1 BYU. They go, wow, 20-9. What do you think the league thinks?
I would think they would be very sad BYU's leaving. I think everyone enjoys coming to Provo and playing in Provo. I think it raises the stature of the league when you can get 3 and sometimes 4 teams into the conference. And this year in particular is one of the best years for the WCC. It's a conference on the rise.
3 teams that at this point you could say, hey, have a chance to go Sweet 16 plus. We'll see. You got to play.
Right.
But like San Diego's in the top 5 right now. They're a Final Four contender.
Yeah, exactly. We can't say, oh, ranked teams.
Right.
Now you're pushing up into the top 10. That's different than 25.
Whitney Bauer pours it on, 21-10. So it'll be interesting to see, because when BYU walks into the Big 12, it's probably the 2nd or 3rd best team in that league to Texas right away. Right. And when Texas leaves, BYU's right there for a conference championship, competing with the likes of Baylor, Kansas, and many other talented programs. So we'll see how that goes. Last time Texas showed up in this gym, they lost in 2018 in the NCAA tournament, which was a crazy night. Texas, Florida, and Rachel Ahrens gets the kill. And that's an important one, because right now Pepperdine is still 2 kills away from just getting 0-0. They're in the negative.
Well, and this is when you are happy as a volleyball player that it's 0-0 in the 2nd set. So as Pepperdine, their goal in this first set is just to find ways to be successful, feel good about what they're doing so they can move into the 2nd set running.
Yeah, you just put this set in the trash. You're Pepperdine. You don't even recycle it, just straight garbage. 22-11 as BYU's 3 points away here. Third set, third ace of the set by Kelsey Knudsen, her 5th of the year. Everything going the Cougars' way here. Volleyball is a fun, quote-unquote fun sport in that you absolutely push the restart button after each set. So we'll see if BYU carries this into set 2 or what. Because BYU is hitting .533 and just dominating right now. Polk is stuffed. Oh, great up. Grimmer tips it over. Pepperdine just kept that alive. Just in survival mode right now. Stayed inside the antenna. Grimmer blocked. Grimmer went 5 for 8, no errors on Thursday night. Edenbauer off the block and in. Livingston thought it was going out. It stayed in. 23-12. But the margin right here is shocking. But it's just one set.
It is, and things turn around. You know, just on Thursday, Pepperdine beat San Diego the first set and lost the last 3. So it's a fun game full of inconsistencies and enjoy. Oh, what an up.
Riley Patterson smacked by Knighting. Back over to Chillingworth, over the top, look at Knudsen. Bauer diving, tipped by Livingston. Polk pushes it over like it's a family reunion. Knighting smashes it. Wow. 24-12, absolute
best play of the match. Incredible defensive effort, and the defense and block for BYU just really stepping up in this first set.
Knighting 5 for Alyssa Montoya. Overpass. Bauer, Knighting, boom goes the dynamite as BYU absolutely shreds the waves to the tune of 25-12 in set 1.
So quick and in control.
My, oh my. Set 1 goes the way of the Cougars. We BYU TV.